Hey team, wanted to make a quick video. I have spent a few nights in the car in the garage. I said I was gonna start testing out the cold weather camping, and I the first night I didn't have as many layers on, and I was a little bit cold. I did have lots of layers on my feet, and I ended up pushing them off in the middle of the night, and I kept waking up and I was tossing and turning and tossing and turning the entire night. And then woke up the next day and I was in my blanket cuddle headspace and I didn't want to get out of the car. But there was also nothing to do in the car. I've gotten into the habit of giving myself a long wake up where I like to read or play on my tablet or on my phone before I officially leave. But this time, my phone was an ice cube, and my glasses were an ice cube, and everything outside of the blankets was cold. And so I didn't want to touch anything. I didn't want to pull out my book because it was also an ice cube. And so it was just like, get out of the car now. We are getting out of the car. Night two was I felt colder, even though I put more layers on for sleeping, and then I did sleep through the night, but it was definitely more of a battle getting out to the car because I knew it was going to be cold, so I was like, no, I don't want to. And the second night, I also left my blankets in the car, so they were also cold, so I was like, my blankets are cold, and I just had like this cringy feeling about it, like, oh, my blankets are cold. Luckily, my pajamas were inside, otherwise my pajamas would have been cold, and but I layered up and I went out there and I kind of did have the shivers a little bit. I think it took a while to warm the blankets up since they were cold, but it just wasn't really my favorite. And I know that once my clothes are cold and I still had clothes in my laundry basket inside the house, and so those were warm. But and then I just came in, and this time my tablet was warm and inside, and my book and everything. But I just came in. I had breakfast, a warm breakfast, and then I napped in the warm. So I was cranky this morning. I had the pizza, and then I had pizza for breakfast, and then I was just like, nope, I'm not having this. This is not, this is not, nope. And so I went back to bed on the sofa. But I don't know. I'm a little bit dubious, just because the sheer amount of cold, like I've been, right back inside to kind of combat that as soon as I wake up. And so I don't know. But underneath the blankets is fine. I was very scrumptious, and again, I didn't want to leave the blankets. I had a little bit of a long wake up where I woke up and then I was like, nope, and then I went back to bed, and then I woke up and I was like, nope, and so kind of uh, actually shorter intervals as we progressed. It was like an hour, and then it was shorter until finally I was like, all right, I'll get out of the car. But I don't know how sound is gonna work. I am gonna try to get away from the garage. I have had a few lights on for safety, and but I'm dubious. I think if I take it on the road, I'll be able to maybe go for a drive right before bed so the car is warmed up a little bit. We can see how that goes, because I've just been going right into the car when it's been cold. But if I were to heat it up first, go for a drive beforehand, that might make it nicer. I do have a heater, but I didn't use it yesterday just because I know the heater drains a lot of power from my solar powered battery. And it was a negligible percentage, and when it's 100%, it kind of knocks it out pretty fast. And so I was like, that's not worth it to pull out the solar powered battery for the heater tonight. So I just kind of ignored it and went to bed. But we can try it. And it was kind of overcast today as well, so it only boosted a couple of percentage points today too. So it's still not full power. to have the heater plugged in. But it's the New Year's too, and I don't want to go out on the road at all, and I don't want to do that to heat up the car. So maybe I could heat it up in the driveway. Right now it's in the garage, and I'm not gonna carbon monoxide. I'm not gonna heat it up in the garage, but choices. Anyway, it's a little hit or miss. It's things get cold, and that's unideal. So I figured I can sleep with the clothes I'm going to wear the next day and the blankets with me. That would be fine. But I'm starting to think and I'll want to have my phone in there under the blankets with me too, and probably my tablet and my book, and then I'm going to be sleeping with everything under the blankets, and everything is coming under the blanket with me because it's so cold. So that doesn't sound sustainable at all. Or comfortable. And especially the first night when I was tossing and turning. I did a little bit of turning last night, but no, I was pretty well out, so I don't know what will happen if we continue this, but we'll keep going. I just wanted to give you an update. It is the holiday. It's actually New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. It's going to be 2025 tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to go out to the car tonight, just because it is a holiday. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But just wanted to make a video. So happy holiday, and we'll see you in 2025. Thanks so much.